give it up for your Fairfield Woods Wildcats. Number 2 from Osborne Hill. Number 2 from North Fairfield Elementary, Declan Sullivan. Number 2 from Osborne Hill Elementary, Brady Price. Number 9 from Jennings Elementary, S.J. Taxotorides. Number 23 from Jennings Elementary, Jimmy Taxotorides. And number 10 from Jennings Elementary, Landon Howard. All right, was the moment we've all been waiting for. The in-town rivalry, Rodger Ludlowe against Fairfield Woods Middle School. Friends turning into foes. Beat them in the championship 2 years ago. And in attendance today, Max Costello, former Fairfield Woods Middle School Wildcat last year. And today's sponsor is Haven's Hot Chicken. And let's get this one started. We are underway. And Woods pulls down the tip. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan gets it to Taxotorides. Here comes Howard. Howard tries one. Won't go. Rebound, Price. Price will take it out himself. Here comes Price, looking for an opening. Price calling Declan. Price looking for someone. Declan goes the other way. Price gets it to Taxotorides. Taxotorides gets it to Price. The screen from Sullivan. Here comes Taxotorides, passing it to Taxotorides. Sullivan inside, passing it to Howard. Howard tries another one. Front rim, Taxotorides. Sullivan inside, Price wide open. No, won't go, and now that's 0 for 3 for Fairfield Woods Middle School in three-point attempts as Rodger Ludlowe gonna get this one. And Sullivan and Price running the full-court press. And here comes Ludlowe. Fairfield Woods Middle School, a defensive and offensive threat this year, right now undefeated 4-0. And here comes Ludlowe. Driving in, looking for an opening, passing it around. Here they come. Sullivan, great defense, the floater won't go. Rebound by Henry Patton. Here comes Patton, running the floor. Patton against Sullivan, passing it. Back in, the three. No, rebound Patton, the floater. And Rodger Ludlowe getting her first 2 points of this one, 2-0 right now. And here comes Price, getting it to Sullivan. Sullivan lost control of it. And the turnover by Fairfield Woods. Here comes Ludlowe. Passing it. Here they come. Here comes Patton. Patton. Three. No. Rebound by Ludlowe. Here they come on the drive. The floater won't go. Rebound by Taxotorides. Here comes Taxotorides to Price. And again, special sponsor proudly presented by Haven's Hot Chicken. You can come check that one out on Black Rock Turnpike. Here comes Price. Gets it to Taxotorides. Price going in. Here comes Price. Gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for one. Gets it from the mid-range. Won't go. Rebound taken by Figueroa. Figueroa passing it in. Here they come. And here comes Wolf. Wolf getting in. Passing it. Here comes Wolf. Wolf against Ludlowe. 10 against 10. Patton trips. And the Woods crowd laughing at this one. Price on the fast break. The foul. And he'll be going to the line for 2. Brady Price shooting his first 2 tonight. And a decent amount of Woods fans today as we see Price shooting his first 2. I'm sorry. We will have a Woods inbound. Lennon inbounding for Sullivan. Sullivan catches it. Sullivan gets it to Taxotorides. Taxotorides thinks about it. Gets it to Price. Price. Taxotorides. Taxotorides tries one. Won't go. Bounces off the back of the iron. And here comes Patton. Patton against Sullivan on the fast break. Passing it to Wolf. But Wolf with the fake. Here comes Patton. Patton getting it in. Patton. Another rebound. And Ludlowe getting all the rebounds so far. Another attempt. Landon Howard pulls it down. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan going in, running the point. Sullivan, will he pass it to Taxotorides? Here comes Taxotorides. off the double team. Will he get it to the corner? Does. Sullivan passing it to Price. Price wide open. Won't go. And Woods just can't get one to fall. So far, Wolf is all alone. And blocked by Taxel Torides. Throws a full court dime. Sullivan, he's all alone. Sullivan, it won't go. Taxel Torides against Wolf. 4 minutes and 13 remaining in this first quarter. Here comes Taxel Torides, passing it to his brother. Here comes SJ. SJ passing Price. Price getting it to Declan. Declan to Howard. Howard gets a three. Won't go. Rebounds by Taxel Torides. Will he get the bucket? No. Rebound Price. Price, the three. Won't go. Taxel Torides, the foul. And there we go. He will be going to the line for two. Jimmy Taxel Torides to the line for two. Leading Woods in scoring the last 3 games. 10, 8, and 10 for Jimmy Taxel Torides. Really working on his hustle, his defense, and of course using his size for the interior. And taking a seat will be Peter Flynn. Taxel Torides getting his first one. Bierman, Sanchez, Seitel, Kofed checking in. And sitting down will be Price, Sullivan, Taxel Torides, SJ of course, and Landon Howard. And coach deciding to play his bench early. Taxel Torides lost out on the free throw. Second one. And he's 2 for 2 on the line. Chase Eller also checking in. And with that, all of the starters are taking a seat. As the full court press seems to be his strategy. Kofed with the steal. Passing it to Sanchez. Sanchez. Bierman. Bierman looking for Kofed. Kofed a three. Completely misses it. Here comes Seitel to Kofed. Kofed gets it to Sanchez. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez looking for someone. Finds Bierman. Bierman tries one. Won't go. Rebound by Patton. Patton gets it to Wolf. Wolf, he's also all alone. Blocked by Eller! The chase down block by Chase Eller. What a defensive play. And that'll still be going Woods basketball. What a defensive play by Eller. Kofed gets it to Eller. Here comes Chase. Chase getting it to Seitel. Seitel to Sanchez, who's all alone. No good. Rebound by Rodger Ludlowe. Ludlowe lost it a little bit. And here comes Weeks. Weeks gets it in to Noah Figueroa. Figueroa getting it in. Here comes Patton. Patton, the pump fake, shoots it. No, won't go. Rebound by Eller. Here comes Eller running the floor. Patton guarding him. Gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez, gotta watch out for that 8-second violation. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez gets it to Kofed. Here comes Kofed, passing it to Eller. Eller gets it to Seitel in the corner. Seitel to Kofed. Kofed to Sanchez. Woods passing it around. Eller, the pump fake, gets it to Seitel. Seitel tries a three. Won't go. And Woods just can't seem to hit any shots. All their points coming from free throws so far. And Ludlowe will be getting some switches right here. And Kofed guarding Patton. Here comes Patton. Passing it in. Here comes Sadler. Sadik getting it to Patton. Patton inside the layup. Completely bricks it. And teammate fighting for it. That'll be a jump ball. And that'll be going Ludlowe ball. Here they come. Ludlowe shoots it. Woods. It won't go. And furious. Here comes Ludlowe. Number 11 passing it. Kofed with the steal. Here comes Fearman. Fearman passing it to Sanchez. Sanchez passing it to Fearman. Here comes Fearman. Fearman to Seitel in the corner. Seitel inside. The layup won't go. And Woods can't get a single field goal to fall so far. Only 2 free throws from Jimmy Taxel Torides. And here they come. No defense from Fairfield Woods. Timeout Fairfield Woods. And Coach Farrell will decide to talk this one over. The Ludlowe crowd and Ludlowe hyped up. And we'll be right back, Fairfield Woods. All right, Woods. Coach deciding to play his initial starters in this one. Taxel to Reedus brothers, Price, Sullivan, and Landon Howard. Price passing it. Get it to Taxel to Reedus. Here comes Taxel to Reedus. Going in. Passing it to Howard. Howard going in. Passing it to Price. Price, he's all alone. Price won't go. Rebound taken. Here comes Patton. Patton running the floor. Patton finding an opening. A three. Bounces off. Taxel Torides gets it. Here comes Taxel Torides getting it to Sullivan. Here comes Declan. Declan finding Price in the corner. Shoots a three. Won't go, and this crowd furious that they can't make a shot. Here comes Howard. Howard in. Taxel Torides shoots it. Won't go. Here comes Price. Price to Taxel Torides. Here comes Landon. Landon getting it to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Taxel Torides. Taxel Torides looking for an opening. Gets it. Shoots it himself. Won't go. And the other Taxel Torides brother will shoot it, and he gets it stripped away from him. Here comes Patton. Patton. Declan calling for defense. Patton going against Price. And here comes number 3 going against Taxel Torides. Patton against Price. Getting it to the paint. And here they come. Passing it, he kind of flopped. Here comes Taxel Torides. He's all alone. Price. Whoa, go! Oh my! Can't get a single field goal to fall. 2-4 in this first quarter.
Leading 4-2.
And we'll be right back, Fairfield Woods, for some second quarter action. And let's send it to Evan for your break report. Take it away, Evan.
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Evan Boxer. I'll be your break announcer for this game against Rodger Ludlowe. It's been a very slow offensive start in the first quarter, just 6 combined offensive points. There's been a lot of big defensive plays, including a monster block from Chase Eller, as you've already seen. The Woods, they've been missing a lot of shots in this first quarter, a couple of missed layups, but mostly a lot of missed threes. So we'll see what they can do in this second quarter and going into the half. Back to Justin.
All right, thank you, Evan. And here comes Taxel Torides. Taxel Torides getting it to Howard. Howard getting it to Taxel Torides. Here comes Jimmy driving in. Back to his brother, SJ, hustling for it. And Ludlowe pulls it down. That's Alex. And here they come. Rodger Ludlowe Middle School. Figueroa gets it to Wolf. Wolf shoots it. Won't go. Rebound by Howard. Howard to Sullivan. Sullivan all alone. Will he find a pass? The floater finally gets one to go. 4-4 of the score. And this is a tie game. And here comes Wolf. Wolf against Landon Howard. 10 against 10, as we said earlier. Here they come. Here comes Ludlowe, getting it to the corner. Here comes Alex against Taxel Torides. That's going to be a travel on Rodger Ludlowe, going Woods' way. And the substitution here for Fairfield Woods and Ludlowe. And we'll be seeing Brandon Sanchez subbing in for Declan Sullivan. And we'll be seeing Charlie Ullman subbing in for Ludlowe. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez going in. Price looking for an opening. Decides to cross over at half court. Passing it to Taxel Torides. Here comes Taxel Torides. Taxel Torides, the mid-range bucket. Air ball, getting it to Price. Price going in. Passing it to Landon, who's all alone. Howard can't get it to go. And that'll be a rebound by Charlie Ullman. Ullman getting it to Fonseca. Fonseca getting it to Wolf. Here comes Wolf. Wolf against Landon. Here they come. Price picking the pocket. Won't go. And here they come, getting it to Wolf. Wolf, the 3. Trains it. And Fairfield Woods Middle School basketball. Here comes Taxel Torides to Price. Here comes Taxel Torides, getting it to Sanchez. Sanchez to Taxel Torides. Here comes Taxel Torides. Taxel Torides going in. The floater won't go. Rebound taken by Ludlow. Here comes Wolf getting it in. He lost it, and it'll be saved by Ludlow. And here they come, getting it to Wolf. Here comes Wolf. Austin Wolf finding for someone. Gets it into Jack Sandlick. Sandlick, the steal by Sanchez. Here comes Price. Price in. That'll be a foul on Sandlick, and that'll be Woods basketball. Eller and Fearman subbing in, and SJ Taxel Torides and Landon Howard will be taking a seat. And inbounding this one will be Chase Eller. Eller getting it to Taxel Torides. Sanchez, the three. Won't go. Rebound by Price. Price to Eller. Eller to Sanchez. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez looking for someone. Gets it to Price. Here comes Price. Price to Sanchez. Sanchez to Fearman. Oh, and he falls down. The three won't go. And Taxel Torides dives for it. Get it to Eller. Eller gets the layup. 6-7. Yeah, I know you're laughing. It's 6-7 Fairfield Woods. And here comes Sanchez going into the stands for it. Won't go. And the score right now, the fans are kind of happy about it. 6-7. And Rodger Ludlowe Middle School lead. Here comes Patton. Patton getting it. And that'll be a foul on Fearman. And Ludlowe will be inbounding it. Patton against Price. Out of bounds, going Woods' way. Right now, Fairfield Woods, it's 6-7. I know you're laughing. And Brady Price taking it up the floor. Price to Fearman. Fearman, a three. Rebound, Eller. Eller to Sanchez. Here comes Sanchez, fighting for someone. Sanchez looking for an opening. Gets it to Taxel Torides. Here comes Taxel Torides to Sanchez. Here comes Sanchez to Fearman. Fearman looking for someone. Gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Price. Price double teams, but gets all alone, running the point. Here comes Price. Price to Sanchez. Sanchez looking for someone, gets it to Price. Price. 4:13 remaining in this one. Price going in, passing it to Taxel Torides. Lost it, and great hustle by Fearman. The foul, and he'll be going to the line for two.
Going to the line for two.
A potential take the lead moment for Fairfield Woods, as Zach will be shooting two. Fearman, first one at the line to break the 6-7 streak and to get Fairfield Woods the tie. Swishes that one, and Taxel Torides and Declan Sullivan will be subbing in. Brady Price and Jimmy Taxel Torides will be taking a seat. And here comes Fearman. Fearman, another free throw. Fearman misses that one. And that's going to be a rebound by Figueroa. Figueroa getting into Patton. Patton looking for someone. Getting it inside against Sullivan. Patton draws the foul and will be going to the line for two. And a substitution here for Ludlowe. Asher Weeks will be subbing in. And Patton going to be shooting two. Patton shooting his first. Nothing but net. And he'll be shooting his second. And Weeks will be subbing in for Jake Fonseca. And here comes Patton. Patton making both. Eller getting it to Sanchez. Here comes Taxel Torides. We'll be getting an interview with him first thing at halftime, which will be brought to you by Haven's Hot Chicken, our sponsor for today. And here comes Sullivan, stepped out of bounds. That'll be going Ludlowe basketball. Here comes Patton. Patton against Sullivan. Patton gets it to Wolf. Wolf against Sanchez. Getting it in, passing it to Weeks. Weeks calling a play. Gets it to Wolf. Here comes Wolf. To Patton. Patton off the screen. Patton the floater. Won't go. Rebound by Taxel Toritas and gets it to Sullivan. Back to Fearman. Fearman the pump fake to Sanchez. To Sullivan. Sullivan the pump fake, the floater. Front rim. And here comes Ludlow on the fast break. Here comes Patton. Patton looking for someone. Gets it to Weeks. Here comes Weeks. Weeks to Wolf. Wolf the floater. Won't go. Sullivan and Weeks using the same move. And the rebound, Wolf wide open in the corner. Missed the rim entirely. And Sullivan, he's all alone. Sullivan, the layup. He'll get it to go. 9-9, tying the game. And 9-9, a very low score at halftime, which is 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. And the screen, Eller guarding in the post. Here comes Weeks. Weeks against Fearman. Here comes Wolf. Wolf going in against Sanchez. Here comes Patton. Patton looking for someone. Will he get it to someone? Gets it to Wolf. Here comes Wolf against Sullivan. Here comes Wolf getting into Weeks. Here comes Weeks. The mid-range. Won't go. And that'll be going Rodger Ludlowe basketball. And Howard will be subbing in for Chase Eller as well as Seitel for Zach Fearman. And Weeks will be inbounding this one. Weeks inbounding the ball. Getting it in. Here comes Wolf. Wolf inside. The layup gets it to go. Practiced that play a lot at my rec practice with Joey Perlberg. Shout out to Joey. Here comes Sanchez. Getting it to Sullivan. Here comes Declan. Declan to Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas the three. Won't go. Will Sullivan get the rebound? Diving for it, and Wolf will pull it down. Here comes Wolf. Wolf gets it to Weeks. Weeks to Wolf to Patton. Patton a three. Won't go. Rebound by Taxel Toritas. Here comes Taxel Toritas. Getting it to Sanchez. Sanchez. Sanchez to Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas. Sullivan. Sullivan the pump fake. Back to Taxel Toritas. Here comes Taxel Toritas. Fighting against Wolf. Sullivan. Will he get the corner? No. Instead, passing it to the other corner. But that's great defense by Ludlow. And here comes Patton. Patton the floater. Won't go. Rebound by Sullivan. Sullivan going in. The crossover between the legs. Wide open. Won't go. Rebound by Ullman. Ullman getting it to Patton. Here comes Patton against Seitel. And Ludlow, the score 9-11. Ludlow lead. Patton, the insane floater. Won't go. Rebound by Sullivan. Sullivan on the fast break. Sullivan, the behind the back, a little fancy schmancy there for Sullivan. Sullivan, the three, nothing but net for Declan Sullivan, and Woods takes the lead the first time tonight. 12-11, Fairfield Woods Middle School lead. And at half, we'll be having the interview with SJ Taxel Toritas, sponsored by Haven's Hot Chicken, which you can get at Black Rock Turnpike today. The block, and that'll be turning into a foul. And 2 free throw shots for Weeks. I'm sorry, Post Road, not Black Rock Turnpike. And Weeks with his first free throw. Getting in. Taxel Toritas and Price. And the inbound. Price will be going in. And Weeks with a second. Won't go. Rebound Taxel Toritas. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taxel Toritas, the and one to beat the buzzer. And will he be shooting one more? Taxel Toritas will be shooting one more. and Taxel Torias will be draining that one. 15-11, Fairfield Woods leading this one. 15-11, and now we will be playing the interview with SJ Taxel Torias before this one. Ready? Go. Hello, Fairfield Woods Middle School. I'm Justin Otoshi here with SJ Taxel Torias. So, SJ, what is your strategy going into this one? Of course, Ludlow. Really hard team to beat in town rivalry.
Well, since it's a rivalry, we're gonna try to play our hardest. Like since it's like a really big deal, like beat Ludlow just because like their name and stuff. It's an in-town rivalry, so we're just gonna try to win as much as possible.
So I know you've played baseball in the past. What is your thing with basketball?
Oh no, it's just like fun. Play with my friends, just like have a good time out there. But like during the games, it's like you have to win.
Okay, thank you, SJ. All right, Fairfield Woods Middle School, back to you, Arav.
Okay, we're going to send it over to our analyst and announcer, Michele DeMartino, for a quick sideline segment right after that epic interview with Mr. Taxel and we'll be back here with Justin a moment after Michele's sideline segment.
Hello, Woods. I am Michele DeMartino, and I'm going to be giving you the analyst report. Declan Sullivan has 7 points, and he scored the tying point, putting us ahead. Jimmy Taxatoritas with 5 points. Chase Eller with the amazing block at the start of the game and 2 points. Zach Fearman, 1 free throw, and Declan Sullivan, as I said again, with the amazing 3. That's all for me. Goodbye, Woods.
Huge thanks to Michele DeMartino, our sideline man. He was doing an analyst segment before you saw Evan Boxer. He was doing a break announcing segment, all kind of supplementing Justin Otoshi on the main announcer doing play-by-play here. I'm Arav Kapoor, run the broadcast club around here at Fairfield Woods. I just want to take a minute to thank our entire team. Ian Vandorpe on statistics, Nathan Vandorpe scoreboard, Shrey Bandari on main camera, epic PA announcer. You've probably been hearing him beneath the play-by-play announcing. That's Jude Rosenberg. He's here today at Bannock Pavilion. Lorenzo Shtufaj managing our announcer table. That's a break in sideline announcers. Justin Otoshi on play-by-play. You've been hearing him for the duration of the evening. Connor Cataldo has been helping out with sideline segments, the whole thing, assisting with the lav mics. Tech guy we have there. Bookkeeping today is his brother, Colton Cataldo, subbing in for Nick Riley, the team's practice player / bookkeeper. Riley Lawrence is managing all of our camera angles today. And then, of course, like I said before, the Michele and Evan duo on our sideline reports for today. So I'm going to give the mic back to our play-by-play announcer, epic guy, Justin Otoshi. He's going to do a little bit of a halftime show, break down some of the details of this game. Justin, back to you.
All right, thanks, Arav. We'll be bringing you some second half action here. Fairfield Woods Middle School leading the charge 15-11. And great performance here by Declan Sullivan. A lot of missed shots in the first quarter. Ludlow taking advantage of that. But in the end, 15-11, Fairfield Woods Middle School lead. And let's bring you some second quarter action. Again, this game proudly sponsored by Haven's Hot Chicken on Post Road. All right, Woods, we are back, bringing you some second half action as here comes Patton against Price at the half court. Patton looking for someone. Price, great defense, getting it to Wolf. Wolf against Taxel Cerritos. Wolf driving in, passing it, and Chase with great defense won't get it to the big man, and here comes Patton into the paint for Noah Figueroa. Wolf driving in, blocked by Taxel Cerritos. And here comes Wolf. Wolf. The screen. Calling a play at Ludlow. Here comes Wolf. Wolf. Getting it to Patton. Patton. The cut. Here comes Weeks. Weeks. Getting it to Patton. Patton. The steal by Brady Price. The fast break by Taxel Cerritos. Will he take the charge? Yes, he will. And that'll be going Wood's way. Rodger Ludlowe way. As they draw the charge. And Weeks inbounding this one. Getting it to Wolf. Wolf. To Weeks. Weeks looking for someone. Will he get it? No. The double team on Weeks. Getting it to Patton. Here comes Patton. To Weeks. Weeks, a three. Won't go. Rebound, Taxel Cerritos. Taxel Cerritos to Sanchez. Here comes Sanchez. Passing it. Here comes Price. Price to Taxel Cerritos. Here comes SJ. Weeks guarding him. Sanchez gets it to Price. Price against Wolf. Getting it to Eller. Eller to Price. Back to Taxel Cerritos. Taxel Cerritos, a deep one. Won't go. Rebound by Price. Price trying to look for an opening. Price. Who will we get it to? The screen from Eller. Eller wide open. Three ball. Won't go. Bounces in and out. And Taxel Cerritos will be looking for someone. Gets to Price. Price is wide open. A three. Green light for Brady Price. 18-11. And Price off that three-pointer. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And here comes Patton. Patton, the layup. Tough shot will be going in. Add that one to a textbook highlight. Taxel Cerritos going in. The foul on Ludlowe goes down hard. And he'll be going to the line. And this crowd certainly not making it easy for Rodger Ludlowe as Taxel Cerritos shooting two. Taxel Cerritos is first. Bounces out. SJ. And gets a second one to go. Woods leads 19-13. And here comes Weeks. Weeks. Passing it to Wolf. Here comes Wolf against. And the steal by Taxel Cerritos. Sanchez, the spin move. Back to Chase Eller. Eller, the three. Won't go. And Ludlowe pulling that rebound. That was Charlie Ullman. And here comes Weeks. Weeks getting it to Patton. Patton passing it. Ullman. Patton. Patton against Price. The screen from Wolf. Patton against Taxel Cerritos. And Price guarding the screen. And the switch by Fairfield Woods. Here comes Wolf. Wolf going in. And that's going to be a carry violation by Ludlowe going Woods' way. And here comes Taxel Cerritos. Here comes Price. Price passing it to Taxel Cerritos. SJ getting it to Sanchez. Sanchez stripped away. Brady Price, he's wide open. Won't go. And that's going to be a rebound by Taxel Cerritos. Taxel Cerritos running the point. Taxel Cerritos gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez to Taxel Cerritos. The three. Won't go. And Chase Eller off the fight rebound. Taxel Cerritos from deep. Gets it to go. And 22-13. And won't give coach the timeout. And here comes Weeks. Weeks getting it to Wolf. And that'll be a travel on Ludlowe going Woods' way. And Howard and Fearman gonna bust 7. And that'll be a timeout by Ludlowe. And we'll be right back, Woods. All right, Woods, we're going to send this one to Evan Boxer for your break report. Evan, take it away.
All right, here in the second quarter, we have a Woods lead of 22-13. Early in the quarter, SJ, Tackle Cerritos, had a monster block, just like his teammate Chase Aller did in the first quarter. Brady Price kick-started the Woods offense in the second with a three-pointer, and Woods have not looked back since then. Since then, going on a bit of a run here. SJ contributing with a three and one of two from the free throws. And Jimmy has just made a layup. Now the lead is now 24-13. It is 11-point strong. But really, the big story in this quarter is Woods breaking out of their slump, what seemed like a slump in the first quarter. And we'll see what they can do in the third. Back to Justin.
All right, thank you, Evan. We're going to get back to you off the timeout, off a Woods basket from Jimmy Taxel Cerritos. And SJ going to be going to the line for two off the Ludlowe foul. And again, today's game sponsored by Haven's Hot Chicken. You can find them on Post Road. And Taxel Cerritos shooting his first. Won't go.
Was mine good?
And Taxel Cerritos going to shoot his second.
Lucas. What? Is mine good?
Mine what?
Was mine?
And Taxel Cerritos going 1 from 2 from the line. And 25-13 the score right now. And Taxel Cerritos with the steal. Jimmy fighting Price. Price to SJ. SJ to Price. Price shoots another one. Green light by Brady Price. And 28-13. And this is going to be starting to look how it's been all season long for Fairfield Woods Middle School. A dominant team this year. Here comes Ludlowe. Oh, hits Brandon in the mouth, and he looks hurt. Going in. The layup going in, and Nolan Figueroa getting that one to go. Price gets it to Eller. Price, the fake. Here comes Price. Price finding Sanchez. Sanchez off the hard hit in the mouth, still touching his mouth, and Sanchez pulls the rebound off the Chase Eller miss. And here comes Price to Sanchez. Sanchez a three. Won't go. Rebound by Jimmy. Jimmy. And that's going to be a foul. Will the basket count? No. Landon Howard going to be checking in for Chase Eller. And Landon going to be inbounding this one. And we're going to be seeing Alex Ongunski subbing in for Nolan Figueroa. And Price getting into Sanchez. Sanchez a three. Off the back iron. Won't go. And Price looking for someone. Gets it to Sanchez instead. Sanchez to Jimmy. Jimmy finding someone. Will use his size to go into the paint. Woods way. And that'll be staying here. Landon inbounding this one. Landon gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez to Price. Price, the three. Won't go. Here comes Wolf. Wolf in the backcourt. Wolf. Will he find someone? And Woods leading 28-15 in this one so far. And the three won't go. Sanchez with the rebound. And that'll be staying here. Rodger Ludlowe basketball. And Jake Fonseca is going to be subbing in for this. And here comes Fonseca. Fonseca going in. And he lost it. Price, he's all alone. Will he get the chase down the foul? And he'll be shooting too. Kofed and Sullivan going to be checking in for Sanchez. Sullivan will be subbing in for Price. And Sanchez is going to be taking a seat And Woods finding their way in this one, partially because the crowd is being really loud right now. And here comes Kofed. Kofed looking for someone. Kofed resets. Kofed looking, finds Sullivan. Sullivan getting into the SJ Taxless Arenas off the no-look pass. Won't go. Rebound by Jimmy. Jimmy fighting for it. Foul on Ludlow, and still Woods' way. And 5 fouls right now for Ludlow. And Taxless Arenas is going to be shooting 2. Taxless Arenas shooting his first. Won't go. And Taxless Arenas is going to be shooting his second. Jimmy going to be shooting his second. And Jimmy, nothing but net. Will be going on the way.
Wins lead 29-15.
And the inbound pass by Weeks. Weeks getting it to Wolf. Here comes Weeks. Weeks to Wolf. Wolf getting it in, passing it back, and here comes Weeks. Going in, the 3 by Ludlow won't go off the back iron, and Olben won't go. And here comes Howard. Howard launching into Sullivan. Sullivan in, the layup won't go. Taxless Arenas tries another one, and will go. 31-15, up by 16. And here comes Weeks. Weeks against Kofed. And a steal by Jimmy. Taxless Arenas. Taxless Arenas. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan, the foul, will be going to the line for 2. 6 fouls by Ludlow. Sullivan going to be shooting 2. Sullivan shooting his first. And Sullivan won't get that one. 3 substitutions here for Ludlow. And it's going to be Patton subbing in. And subbing out will be Charlie Ullman. He'll be taking a seat. Declan is second. Won't go. And the rebound by Fonseca. Fonseca going in against Kofed. And Patton finding Weeks. Weeks gets it to Wolf. Here comes Wolf. Wolf to Patton. Patton looking. And he gets it to Weeks. Weeks back for Figueroa. Will they get the bucket? It won't. And that'll be a jump ball. And that'll be going Woods' way. Taxless Arenas subbing in. No, Taxless Arenas will be passing it to Kofed. And we'll be getting it to Howard. Howard driving. Kofed. Kofed. Taxless Arenas. The 3. Dagger! SJ Taxless Arenas from 3. 34-15. And here comes Wolf. Wolf finding someone. Foul. And Ludlow basketball as Woods leads this one 34-15. Almost leading by 20, up by 19. And here comes Wolf. Wolf against Kofed. Kofed playing aggressive defense. Wolf passing it. Here comes Weeks. Weeks. Weeks getting it in. Wolf, a 3. Won't go. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter here for Woods. And we'll be getting into 4th quarter action. Today's sponsor, Haven's Hot Chicken, bringing you this one. And we'll be right back, Woods. And let's send it to Michele for your quarter report. Take it away, Michele.
Hello, Woods. I'm Michele DeMartino, and I'm back. As Declan Sullivan now having 7 points. Jeremy Taxoterides with 5 points still. Chase Eller with another amazing block, 2 points. Zach Fierman still with only his 1 free throw, and Brady Price with the 2. SJ Taxoterides and Jimmy Taxoterides are outbeating Ludlow's points right now by 3. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Michele. And we'll be getting you your fourth quarter action. And Weeks inbounding this one. And Patton going back court, finding Figueroa. Figueroa getting in. And here comes Wolf getting into the corner for Patton. Patton going in. The floater won't go. Rebound by Figueroa. And out of bounds, going Ludlow way. And the inbound by Asher Weeks. Weeks to Patton. Here comes Patton. Patton to Fonseca. Fonseca against Howard. Fonseca getting into Weeks. Weeks resets for Patton. Patton against Fearman. Fearman, great defense, and that's going to be a foul on Wolf. And first foul here in the quarter. Howard. Price. Price against Wolf to Howard. Back in for Jimmy Taxel-Torides. Taxel-Torides going in. Aggressive defense by Ludlow. And here comes Price. Here comes Brady. Brady looking for someone. Gets it to Howard. Howard finding Price to Seitel. Seitel. And tipped out by Fonseca and will be going Woods' way. Fearman inbounding this one. Seitel. Seitel passing it to Fearman. Fearman shoots a 3. Won't go. Rebound by Howard. Howard back for Taxel-Torides. Taxel-Torides will get it to go. 36 to 15. Up by 21. And Patton, the foul, and we'll be going Ludlow way. And inbounding this one will be Fonseca. Getting into Weeks. Weeks against Seitel. Weeks finding Fonseca. Fonseca shoots one. Won't go. Rebound by Figueroa. Figueroa. Great hustle and the jump ball. Jimmy drawing it, and we'll be going Woods' way. And Figueroa asking to go to the bench. Here comes Price. Price going in to Taxel-Torides. Great pass. And that's going to be a foul. Taxel-Torides going to be going to the line. Taxel-Torides shooting his first. Taxel-Torides makes it. And Figueroa will be limping to the bench, as well as Fonseca going to the bench. Taxel-Torides. His second. Going in. And Ludlow ball. Weeks. Back to Patton. Patton passing it. Sandick getting it to Ullman. Ullman won't go. Rebound by Seitel. Seitel to Howard. Howard going in for Fearman. Fearman fakes it. Back to Price. Price, the pump fake. Back to Howard. Howard driving. Passing it to Taxel-Torides. Taxel-Torides going in, using his aggressive defense. Offense. And Fearman missing that one.
Zach Fearman lays it up and in.
Lays it up.
39-15.
Patton going in against Price. Patton. And Patton. The inbound. And here comes Weeks. Weeks And here comes Wolf. Wolf. Finding Weeks. Weeks. Here comes Patton. Weeks. Inbounding. Weeks. Going in. The post up. Patton. Against Price. Patton. Off the screen. Patton falls down. The push on Price. And that'll be Ludlow basketball. And here comes Wolf. Wolf tackles Toritas with the steal off the fast break. Price going in. The layup gets it to go. 41-15. And I know you're laughing. 41. And here comes Wolf. Wolf against Fearman. And some obnoxious fans screaming into the mic as Seitel going in. The layup gets it to go. And here comes Patton. Patton going in against Price. Patton. And great jump ball will be going Woods' way.
Woods ball going down.
And timeout called by Rodger Ludlowe. And we'll be right back, Woods, against this one sponsored by Haven's Hot Chicken on the Post Road. And we'll be right back. Backwoods with some fourth quarter action here, sponsored by Haven's Hot Chicken. And here comes Price, passing it to Landon Howard. Howard to Price. Price going in, the double team. Going in, passing it to Howard. Howard back to Taxel Toritas. Here comes Taxel Toritas, passing it to Howard. Howard looking for someone, gets it to Price. Here comes Price. Price to Fearman. Fearman. Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas getting into the corner. Seitel, 3. Trades it. 46-15. Fairfield Woods Middle School lead. And here comes Patton. Patton getting it to Weeks. Weeks against Howard. Patton going in. Blocked by Howard. And here comes Fearman. Fearman going in. The step back. Seitel. Seitel to Price. Price wide open. Won't go. And will that be a rebound? Price will be stepping out of bounds. Going Rodger Ludlowe way. Sanchez, Sullivan, Eller, Kofed, and Taxel Toritas subbing in. And not in attendance today, Amakpo and Ralphie not here in attendance today. And here comes Patton. Lost it, and will be going Woods' way.
Woods ball going down.
Here comes Kofed. Kofed, Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas, the floater. Won't go. Rebound by Weeks. Here comes Weeks. 3:14 remaining in this one. Weeks going in. Weeks the crossover. We'll be getting it to Ullman. Ullman going in. Shooting it. Won't go, but the foul going to the line for 2. And Ullman shooting his first. Second one. Won't go. Rebound by Wolf. Wolf finding someone. Here comes Wolf. Finding Patton. Patton shoots a deep one. Gets it to go. 18 to 46. And here comes Kofed. Kofed. Eller. And the tip by Patton. And that'll be going to Woods basketball. Kofed to Eller. Eller back to Kofed. Kofed to Eller. To Sanchez. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez going inside, passing it. Tackle to Ritas, the layup. And he'll get it to go. 48 to 18. 30-point lead for Fairfield Woods. And we'll be seeing a win, the in-town rivalry against Rodger Ludlowe. And that'll be a travel.
Violation on Ludlowe. Woods ball going down.
They can't come back, Woods. And Taxel Toritas will be inbounding this one. Kofed passing it to Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas in. Back to Kofed. Kofed passing it to Taxel Toritas. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Eller in the corner. Corner shoots a three. Won't go. And pushing it up the floor will be Weeks. Weeks. The pass to the corner. Wolf, a three. Won't go. Rebound by Eller. Actually, rebound by Weeks. Weeks will get it to go. 20 to 48. And here comes Kofed. Kofed to Eller. Eller to Sanchez. Sanchez getting it in. Sanchez passing it to Taxel Toritas for the layup. And will go off the assist from Sanchez. And here comes Wolf. Wolf. He'll be finding someone. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan guarding up Wolf. Wolf to Patton. Patton back in for Weeks. Weeks passing it around. It's Ludlowe. And Patton lost that one. Here comes Patton. Going in, the foul on Taxel Toritas. And subbing in. And Patton shooting his first. Won't go. And subbing in will be Tucker Grega and Max Lytel. Jack Sadek taking a seat. And Chase Eller will be taking a seat too. Patton shooting his second. And it'll go. 21 to 50. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez to Kofed. Kofed, a three. Swishes. 53 to 21. And here comes Weeks. Weeks going in. The behind the back against Taxel Toritas. Shoots a layup. Won't go. And that'll be a rebound by Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan turns around. The dream shake won't go. Rebound Kofed. Kofed. Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas finding someone. Passing it to Sanchez. Sanchez going in. Taxel Toritas. Taxel Toritas. Turnaround. Won't go. Saitel. Saitel. Sanchez. Saitel. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan. Back to SJ Taxel Toritas. 20 seconds remaining. And 13 seconds to go. And it'll be looking like Woods will take this one. And that'll be it. The final score, 53 to 21. And Woods will be getting the win. Congratulations, Fairfield Woods. 5-0. Right now, the best seed right now, the number one seed, 50 to 21 your final score in this in-town rivalry. And we'll see you in the next one. As we see Haven's Hot Chicken sponsoring this one. You can find them on Post Road. And I'm Justin Otoshi bringing you your coverage for Fairfield Woods Middle School basketball. And we'll see you in the next time, Woods.